everybody, Monty Reed here, and today I want to show you how to do a quick single-serve magic Thrive SlamCooking mushroom soup. Today I just want to go over a couple of basic things about the Thrive freeze-dried foods. So first of all, most of you have already seen the video, Fresher Than Fresh, but if you haven't, one of the most important things with our produce is that it's picked when it's ripe, and it's the right color. It actually has flavor, it actually has nutrition. And if you talk to a botanist or a farmer that knows, they'll tell you that most of the nutrition, the nutrients, and the flavor goes into the plant those last couple of weeks right before it's harvested. And we pick it when it's ripe, and within a couple hours it's frozen, and flash frozen. And then we use a freeze dryer to vacuum out the moisture, and we seal it in the can so there's no air, there's no water, and that gives it a long shelf life. Traditional produce is picked. It's the wrong color. It's green, it's rock hard. It hasn't had that last couple of weeks of nutrition and flavor added to it. So they do that so that they can ship it long distances over several weeks. And right before it gets to the grocery store, they spray it with a gas that changes the color and actually speeds up the aging process. And that's why when you get it home, it goes bad pretty quickly. So what we're going to do for the rest of this video is just show you a couple of things. How do you use it in cooking? Sort of get you introduced to it. Okay? We're going to pick, let's see, mushrooms. Let's go with some Thrive mushrooms. And so we're going to take some mushrooms, about 2 tablespoons of mushrooms and a tablespoon of onion. And we're going to put that in a separate coffee grinder that we purchased just for Thrive, just for making baby food and other fun things. You can use a food processor, but we find that just getting a separate coffee grinder is really handy for the SlamCooking or single-serve magic. So we're going to throw 1 batch of that in the water. And then another 2 tablespoons of mushrooms and 1 tablespoon of onions to go into the jar meal. And if you like your cream of mushroom soup completely creamy with no chunks, then you want to blend all of it in that coffee grinder. But I like it with a little texture, so I like to have a little bit of chunks, and I like to have a little bit of something to bite into. So I'm going to do about a teaspoon of onions into the jar, another teaspoon of onions into the pan. Then we got to do a Chef's Choice all-purpose seasoning blend. Probably just it's supposed to be 1/4 of a teaspoon, but looks like a little bit more. So, and then in the soup, same thing. Just a little bit of that. And then we're going to throw in some large pieces of mushroom. And I like to just crush it in my hands, but you can actually chop it or break it up. But I just like to do a few small pieces like that to put in my soup. Same thing for the jar. And a teaspoon of the white sauce in the jar and in the pan. So there we have a single-serve magic SlamCooking creamy mushroom soup. And if you want it completely creamy, then you do all 8 tablespoons of ingredients in the blender, and then you'll put that, when you're ready, you just add it to boiling water. So you can add boiling water to the jar and have your creamy mushroom soup, or you can cook it on the stovetop. This is Monty Reed for Thrive Life. Have a great day. So this is the Thrive version of cream of mushroom soup. This is actually more of a creamy mushroom soup because I've left some whole mushroom pieces in there. But if you do want the cream of mushroom, then you'll put the whole thing in the blender or the coffee grinder that you got just for Thrive Foods. So that's the white sauce, onions, garlic, Chef's Choice, and the mushrooms. If you don't have freeze-dried garlic, you can also use dehydrated. Have a great day.
I don't always eat, but when I do, I prefer Thrive. Keep thriving, my friends.